Imagine waking up tomorrow to find out that deep in your DNA, you're not entirely Homo sapiens, that a small mysterious part of you comes from a human species that vanished tens of thousands of years ago, a species you've never met, never seen, yet one that still lives on inside your very cells. This is the story of the Denisovans, the shadow people of prehistory, and how their genetic fingerprints are hidden in millions of people alive today. When we think of human history, we usually picture two main characters, us, Homo sapiens, and our rugged cousins, the Neanderthals. But in 2010, deep inside a remote Siberian cave, scientists stumbled upon something that blew open the family tree. It wasn't a skeleton, it wasn't even a skull, it was a single finger bone, just one, belonging to a young girl who lived around 50,000 years ago. Her DNA told a story that didn't match anyone we knew. She wasn't Neanderthal, she wasn't fully human, she was something else entirely. And so, scientists gave this newly discovered branch of humanity a name, Denisovans, after the Denisova cave where she was found. Here's the mind-bending part. The Denisovans are extinct, but their DNA is not. When scientists sequenced that little finger bone, they compared it to modern humans and discovered something incredible. People today, especially in Southeast Asia, Oceania, and the Pacific Islands, carry up to 5% Denisovan DNA. That means millions of people are walking around with the genetic legacy of a species that's been gone for tens of thousands of years. How did this happen? Simple, but not so simple. Around 50,000 to 60,000 years ago, as early Homo sapiens migrated out of Africa, they met the Denisovans somewhere in Asia. And just like with Neanderthals, the two groups didn't just exchange tools or hunting tips, they exchanged DNA. These interbreeding events were rare, but they left a permanent genetic mark, a mark you may be carrying right now without even knowing it. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. Denisovan DNA wasn't just random baggage from ancient hookups. Some of their genes gave massive survival advantages. Take the Sherpa people of the Himalayas. They live at extreme altitudes where oxygen is thin, and yet they thrive. Genetic studies reveal that their incredible lung efficiency comes from a Denisovan gene called EPAS1, which helps the body use oxygen more effectively in low-oxygen environments. Without Denisovans, the Sherpas might not be able to live where they do today. In the Philippines, indigenous groups like the Aita Magbukan and other Negrito populations have some of the highest levels of Denisovan DNA ever recorded, even higher than people in Papua New Guinea. This suggests the Denisovans weren't just a Siberian mystery. They likely roamed across vast parts of Asia, from the cold north to the tropical south. Some researchers even believe there were multiple Denisovan groups, each adapted to different climates. It's almost like they were the ultimate survivors, until they weren't. We don't know exactly why Denisovans disappeared. It could have been climate change, competition with Homo sapiens, or simply merging into our populations until they were no longer distinct. But unlike most extinct species, the Denisovans didn't fully vanish. They became part of us. Their genes live on, silently influencing our bodies, from how we breathe at high altitudes to how our immune systems fight disease. Some scientists call them ghost ancestors. Not because they haunt us, but because we can't see them in the archaeological record. We don't have full skeletons. We don't know exactly what they looked like, and yet, every time you take a breath, move your muscles, or fight off a cold, there's a chance you're using Denisovan DNA to do it. It's almost like carrying the whispers of an ancient world inside your own body. The Denisovan story isn't just about the past, it's about right now, and the future. Because if genes from an extinct species could help us survive in extreme environments, what might our descendants carry thousands of years from now? As we face new challenges, from climate change to pandemics, it's possible that the genetic legacy of these ghost humans could shape our survival in ways we can't yet imagine. The Denisovans may have been forgotten by history, but they've never left us. They live on in our blood, in our breath, and in the resilience of human beings across the globe. The next time someone tells you we're all just Homo sapiens, remember, we are mosaics, living tapestries woven from the threads of many human stories, and some of those stories began in a dark Siberian cave, in the DNA of a little girl who died 50,000 years ago, but somehow, never really left.